All right, what's up, guys? So I just wanted to show you guys how to run a successful six-figure cold email campaign. So pretty much cover the foundation, all the basics that you should need to know and implement into your cold email campaign to actually get the results you want, in terms of scaling your business. Um, so I created this little flow chart. Let me just kind of show you guys. All right, cool. So first thing you want to do, of course, scrape potential leads, right? So you need to make sure that these leads are actually targeted leads. If you're an agency and you're sending, and you're niche down and you target lawnmowers, right? And you have a lead list, and maybe half is lawnmowers and the other is auto repair shops. That's not going to work, right? You need to make sure that your lead lists are completely targeted. 100% of the leads that you reach out to should be targeted leads, and you want to make sure that you have a decent scraper, or you're using a site like Apollo, to get those leads and make sure that you're actually getting in contact with the person who makes decisions at that business. And once you scrape those leads, you also want to verify those leads, right? So verifying those leads, you can use a verifier tool. We use Million Verifier, and what that'll do is pretty much ensure that these leads are actually active emails. So these emails are actually being used. They're not old. They don't not work, and you want to make sure the bounce rate is going to be pretty much non-existent, right? So you want to verify those leads. Are the leads valid? Yes. So now the next thing you're going to do is kind of segment the emails. You can break it down by niche or by category, depending on your lead list, of course. And you segment the emails in the campaign as well. So when you actually upload the emails to the campaign, you want to make sure that you have enough emails and domains. General rule of thumb, or at least what I abide by, is you don't want to send more than anywhere from like 35 to 50 emails per day per email address. Any more than that, and you risk landing in spam, or even worse, getting blacklisted. So you want to make sure that you're not sending out too many emails, per day, depending on the amount of emails that you have. So like right now, like for a client, we're only sending out like 300 to 400 emails per day. They have 3 domains and like 9 or 10 emails set up, which with 3 emails attached to each domain. And they're very comfortable. Their deliverability is pretty much at 100%. All the leads are verified, they don't bounce, and their campaign runs pretty successfully, and they're very consistent as well. And obviously, if you want to send 1,000 or 10,000 emails a day, you obviously need a lot more emails and a lot more domains into your system, to make sure that you have the bandwidth to actually send that much. From there, as long as you have enough, you upload those emails into the software. We use ManyReach, and all of our clients get a free lifetime account with them as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, shoot me a message. I'll help you guys out. You could use any other. I know a lot of people use Instantly or SmartLead or any of those other softwares. And the softwares are all good. I don't think it really depends. I don't think the deliverability really depends on which software that you use. It's more so as long as you have all the basics that I'm covering in this kind of flow chart. As long as you have those down, the deliverability is not really going to suffer unless you're using a really shitty software. The basic ones are always really good: SmartLead and Instantly, and we use ManyReach. You can use whatever it is that you want. And again, if you don't have enough leads, definitely you're going to want to go back and get more. Once you upload the emails to the software, now you want to have copy, right? So the copy is probably one of the most important parts. Without the copy and a solid offer, you're not going to have anything. So you want to make sure that you have a really good offer and you're giving a lot of value up front to these prospects. And I generally recommend, when you're writing the copy, you don't want it to sound too long. You definitely don't want it to sound like ChatGPT. I recommend you write it yourself, or you have a copywriter write it. And you want to make sure that typically it's less than like 40 words. You're giving them a lot of value up front, clearly stating what your intention is and what your offer is, and kind of how you can help these people. And a lot of the times you need to have like some sort of lead magnet. I like to offer something for free. So like I do a lot of webinars. So if I'm reaching out to a prospect who I want to run webinars for, I'll say, hey, I'll run a free webinar for you, no charge at all. Respond back if you're interested. That creates a lot of interest, right? Because people are like, holy shit, a free webinar. No one's ever run one for free for me. I don't want to pay for one, but I want to do one. I'll reach back out, right? And this can be for pretty much any other service that you offer. Anything for free is generally going to capture a good amount of attention. So once you have your copy and your offers down, now you can actually start the campaign and start sending your emails, right? Once they're sending, you want to consistently monitor the performance of the emails. So how's the open rate? How's the deliverability? How's the positive response rate? And you want to kind of see at which point something isn't working, so you can clearly identify the bottleneck within the cold email campaign. But as long as the response rate's high, then you continue to follow up with the interested leads. And obviously, if the response rate's not high, maybe you're getting a high open rate, but the the response rate isn't great, then you got to revise the email copy. If the open rate isn't great, then that means either your emails aren't delivering or your subject line sucks, which then you will need to tweak. So you want to take all of these analytics, pretty seriously, and make sure that you're actually revising as you go and making sure that pretty much every metric throughout the campaign is maximized and as high as possible, so you can optimize efficiently. But if you're getting a good response rate, keep following up with those interested leads, and then eventually you can put them through your sequence, eventually convert those leads into customers, measure that conversion rate, and then from there is when you can really evaluate that campaign success. And then once you get that success, you can obviously now repeat that campaign. Was the campaign successful? Yes. You repeat it and you run it again. And again, at any point where you see that something's not working, pretty much stop the campaign, try again with whatever's not working, with the subject line, the copy, the lead list, the deliverability, maybe that you don't have enough domains or emails or whatever it is. You want to analyze absolutely everything. But yeah, it's very simple. These are the basic steps and foundations for a cold email campaign, for a successful one. We've been doing this for our clients for the past few years. I've personally been doing this. I've worked a couple corporate jobs and I was doing this for like a decade, before now. But this is our number one lead generation tool right now, are these cold email campaigns. And, we've been doing this for a lot of our clients as well, and it's been absolutely crushing for them. So if this is something you're interested in, shoot me a message or comment down below, and I'll shoot you a message and we can, talk about it and see if this is something that you might be interested in. But yeah, hope this was helpful for you guys. Enjoy.